Welcome students in the organic chemistry lecture series. Today in this video we are going to study about the new reaction of alkene, that is ozonolysis of alkenes. When ozone is passed through an alkene in an inert solvent like ether, it adds across the double bond to form ozonide, and the product of hydrolysis of ozonide forms the aldehydes, ketones, and corresponding byproducts depending upon the structure of alkene. This is the ozonolysis of alkene. So I will write here in general a reaction of the ozonolysis. Suppose this is the alkene, then in presence of inert solvent, this ozone, the O3 is ozone, this ether is inert solvent. There is a formation of intermediate called as this ozonoid. This is the structure of this ozonoid, remember. Okay, here is a cyclic structure of this ozonoid. Okay, and which on further decomposition in presence of zinc, there is a formation of corresponding aldehydes and ketones with the elimination of H2O2. So this reaction is called as ozonolysis of alkenes. Okay, so what is the important parameters which you have to remember? Inert solvent, inert solvent is used. Okay, that is ether is used here. Inert solvent is used, and the name of this intermediate is ozonoid. Remember, ozonoid, which on decomposition with zinc will give corresponding aldehydes and ketones. Aldehydes and ketones. Now to remember what kind of products are formed, you fragment this ozonide in this way. Okay, now we'll see that this will be one of the aldehyde, this will be another, say aldehyde or ketone, whatever it may be, and remaining oxygen will be in the form of this H2O2. So in this way you can remember the product of this reaction. It is simple to remember. Now this ozonolysis reaction takes place in two steps. It is the two-step process. Two-step process. The first step is, step one is uh, preparation of ozonide, we can say. Preparation of ozonoid intermediate, and then step second is decomposition of ozonoid to give corresponding carbonyl compounds. So these are the two steps which are involved in the synthesis of this reaction, or we can say ozonolysis. Okay, the important use of this ozonolysis is the method. Ozonolysis method is used to determine the position of double bond, in unknown alkenes. Position of double bond in unknown alkenes. Okay, so this is in general information about the ozonolysis. Now we will see the mechanism of this ozonoid formation. Okay, now let's see the mechanism of ozonoid formation. You know, ozone has three resonating structure. Ozone has three resonating structures as follows. Resonating structure. So how we can represent the ozone? Remember, you know, oxygen has always two valency. So oxygen double bond, oxygen single bond, oxygen. Now here this oxygen will carry positive charge, this will carry negative charge. Similarly, we can draw like this oxygen. Now this two will have double bond, so this will have carry positive charge, this will carry negative charge, or the structure will be like this also. Okay, so one of the oxygen will carry positive charge, one of the oxygen will carry negative charge. Here this oxygen will carry 3 lone pair of electrons, and this oxygen will carry only 2 lone pair of electrons. So you know, double bonded oxygen always carry 2 lone pair of electrons. Okay, and triple bonded oxygen will carry only 1 lone pair of electron, and single bonded oxygen will carry always 3 lone pair of electron. Remember, so in this way you can assign the lone pair to the oxygen. Okay, in this way, and this will carry the 2. So these are the resonating structures of the ozone. Now consider the reaction. I will take a general reaction. For example, consider a general alkyl, say like this RC double bond C. Here there will be any groups which can be present. Now take this structure. I will write this structure in this way to explain the mechanism. Suppose this oxygen is having negative charge, this oxygen is having positive charge. So what will happen? First of all, this is a electron rich species, so this double bond will attack on this oxygen positive charge, and this negative charge will attack on this carbon, and there is a formation of cyclic intermediate. That cyclic intermediate will be like this C, like this oxygen, 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 and here there is a bond. Now this intermediate which is first of all formed is known as molozonoid. Remember, molozonoid. Molozonoid. It is highly unstable. Remember, highly unstable. So it gets decomposed. Now how it gets decomposed? Remember, this bond gets shift here, and this negative charge, this bond gets shift on this oxygen to form this. Okay, now you will find here that there is a formation of double bond over here, plus you will get this carbon as it is. So oxygen, oxygen, this will carry a negative charge, on this carbon there is a positive charge. Now these two species are in the vicinity of each other, so they get rearranged, to form another cyclic structure. Now how they rearrange, that we have to see. See, this is oxygen is having negative charge, so it will attack on this carbon and carbon. Okay, and this double bond shift on this oxygen, and finally it attacks on this carbon. Okay, so we'll get this ozonoid. Now you know ozonoid, we have written the structure of ozonoid initially. So this oxygen, carbon. Okay, this is oxygen, this is oxygen, in this way. So this structure is known as ozonoid, and we know this is the intermediate of this ozonolysis. And finally, so this is the first step up to this formation of ozonoid. This is the first step, and say in second step you have to break this ozonoid in presence of zinc and H2O. Okay, so just you have to break this ozonoid in this fashion to understand. Okay, so these two carbonyl compounds are formed here. Okay, plus there is a uh, byproduct H2O2. So these are the carbonyl compounds generated by the ozonolysis. Okay, so this is the mechanism of ozonoid formation. I will explain once again. You know, ozone can be represented in three resonating structure like this. This is the first resonating structure, this is second, this is third resonating structure. Okay, so take this third resonating structure here and add this third resonating structure to the double bond of alkene to form this intermediate known as molozonide, which is highly unstable. Therefore it gets decomposed to form these two fragments. These two fragments are also unstable, so they get rearranged to form ozonoid, and ozonoid finally decompose in this fashion in presence of zinc to form the carbonyl compound. So this is a complete ozonolysis reactions. Okay, so finally in the summary, what we have seen the ozonolysis of alkenes. Okay, so ozonolysis of alkenes it is the two-step reaction. Remember, the first step is formation of ozonoid. Okay, and second step is decomposition of ozonoid to carbonyl compound. So this is all about the ozonolysis of alkenes. So we'll stop here today and we'll meet in the next video with new concept. So till then, have a nice day. Thank you.